Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carson, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes this Dallas offense, led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start. Threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboy season.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. What do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott. This to Jarwin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive of the night. Ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We remind you that coming up at halftime. halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Rico Dowdle, the intended target.
Jalen!
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Pass some of this.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 44. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 6. A minute 52 to play. Mahomes, their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Mahomes will throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Mahomes to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Carson, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, a good return up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. On the option, here's Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Dowdle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mahomes to throw once more. Forced out to his left. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get touchdown. He's got it at the 2. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And not much on this one. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Now Hester will get a shot. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh,
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jalen Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he stays up, fighting to stay upright. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They run here with Dowdle. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle, 49 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Returnable here for Hester. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Back now in Arlington. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Prescott now from the 50. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Running right through him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here? Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Zach Ertz, 59 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. And not much on this one. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Breaks through the contact. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Mahomes going to throw it here. It fights him off. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 24 yards. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Prescott, his third interception. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. Reed wrestling ahead. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Let's see. Hold on.
Yes, almost there. This over more damage. I mean, it was helpful. Guys, they can increase their own.
Here's that one. That means you can go all the way out there.
I gotta go. I'll call you on my way home.
I need a two-bag offense. I don't like this offense no more. I need my offense. I gotta find my playbook I like, y'all. I ain't quite looking for it right now, but I remember it more. But the Eagle playbook is nice. It got some interesting shit in it, but it's not what I wanted. playbook out there. I don't even care how much it goes. I just want to see something. I'm looking for a playbook and I can't find it. I think it's that. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find the defense.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Into the secondary, past the 40. There he goes, left side. That's Ronnie. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Congratulations on yet another victory. And you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0, but you're in the red zone. 1st and 10. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 2nd and 10. Not quite enough that time. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Brown. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge goals. A good pickup there, a 22. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. 7 yards, the pickup there. Offense getting set, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. Now here's Mahomes. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start.
I don't get it.
The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, unfortunately. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. On 1st down, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Not quite enough. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select a replay. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play,
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, you came up short in this one. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news.
The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We start this challenge off in the 1st quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st down. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
All right, not the result that you were hoping for.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Devin Hester, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. And this is Madden
Thank you.
Ultimate Team.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now Hester will get a shot. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Fighting through pressure. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air in there, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown. Dallas Goddard. 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did. And, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching. But it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. And now here comes Kansas City. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
22 yards there, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 31, Mahomes got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half. And now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 38, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. To Thompson on the screen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We were treated to an...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline...
Now a hit and a loose football. Still going. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. They go play fake. Mahomes. 2 & 1 on And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
KC's offense ready to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. He's got daylight. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
They were... And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Carson, up and go. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And it is 42-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. And when it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed in this one for them. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Fights loose, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they fighting through, and he's got space. You get nothing done like it. Philadelphia. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
From way up at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. The speedster Desmond King still going past the 30. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring it back all the way. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. 1st down and 10.
Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. And that's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Trask. And that will be incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Hester. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here on 1st down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 75 yards. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select. And now Now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Alexander. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Alexander. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, Alexander. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Robinson, 50 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the 1st quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0, but your opponent has it down to your 5-yard line. As we get set here, 2nd and goal. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Trask now. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Throwing, Trask. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carson, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Seattle's offense ready to go here for the first time, and leading them is the 7-time Pro Bowler in his 10th year now in the NFL, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, Defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, now how about this return? Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This is Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Can't be denied, boy.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
On first down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he fends him off. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They still can't get it. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We were treated to an...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half? He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Man open is Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. that much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. And not much on this one. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a
touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. It's a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, it's Alexander, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are pouring it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run on first down. Alexander. And one more time. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched...
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another...
Zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the...
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Alexander. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a...
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your side of the field, and it's 1st and 10. Well done. You've defeated this Ultimate Challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always reach. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. On 1st down, it's Alexander. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes left side. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 75 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins. So...
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And fights through one man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a low. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Alexander gets through, and now an opening. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. The big play there, 75 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the Coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
And off we go from Denver. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Broncos getting ready to go on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're tackled there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Bridgewater. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they have the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Returnable here for Hester. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Runs through the contact. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Alexander. Powers through him. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Muscles him off. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They run the counter. Alexander. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, it's Alexander, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got some space here. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, it's Alexander. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Touchdown, Broncos! Bridgewater finding Cortland Sutton on the touchdown throw. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now Hester will get a shot. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carson. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 2nd down now, it's Alexander. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
There you have it, another challenge and another victory.
started. He's just getting started.